Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Our chief guest has arrived, and I would most likely request that we now start the program. And kindly let's all be upstanding for the national anthem. UNC, please. Thank you very much. As we are standing, allow me to invite Father Kaigwa to open this sitting with a word of prayer. Father Kaigwa, please.
Let us commit ourselves to the Lord for this exercise this afternoon. And let us pray in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God, our Father, thank you for gathering us here this afternoon on this historical day to our esteemed home, the University of Nairobi. We thank you for all our students, young people, who you have placed on our care for formation in academic excellence and in character and moral formation, that they may carry out duties in their future to continue building your kingdom here on earth. Help us, Lord, that we may continue being role models to them and witnesses of what is good, that they may emulate. Help us to teach them, not so much with word, but more with example of life. You have chosen from among our students this team that will be presented here today to step forward, to lead, to serve, and indeed to sacrifice themselves. On the onset of their duties, of their term, bless them, shine your face on them, guide them, gladden their hearts to be true servants during their time of service. They swear by your name. May they live by your name. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you. We may take our seats. Bwana Vice Chancellor, DVC Academic Affairs, the Chief the representative of AVC, Professor Mnyoki, the Chief Operations Officer, the deans present here today, the chair of IEC, the IEC commissioners here present today, returning officers and the assistant returning officers, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Madam Vice Chancellor, this is an auspicious occasion during which we gather here this afternoon to officially witness the swearing in of the new Students' Council and, of course, the faculties and the campus's elected leaders. Of course, this has been a long journey which culminated in what happened yesterday and earlier today. And I'm sure the beauty about it is that all of us here present and those outside this hall were watching the entire process. And now it is indeed our honor and privilege as a commission to present these leaders to you for acceptance. And of course, after they have sworn in. My name is Ndeti Ndati, and I am one of the staff commissioners in the IEC. And this afternoon, I will be the moderator of this particular program, and therefore, I invite you that we work together. Before we start off, we have just one item of entertainment, and it is a spoken word, which is going to be done by Bartholomew. He pronounces this word in a very different way. Perhaps you will hear him pronounce the same when he comes over here. Bartholomew, karibu.
The Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, our new student leaders-elect, fellow students, good evening. My name is Bartholomew Nyagonchonga, a student with a spoken word piece. I hope you enjoyed. The gong is now gone, and you are now the bearers of our new dawn. Fellow men and women have entrusted their future in your hands, and you bear our future. They expect nothing less, for they have given more. They have sacrificed, and now it is your turn by giving yourselves as a sacrifice. Like mothers, we embody expectations with patience, for patience is the mother of a very beautiful child. So please don't kill that child by being a politician that plays politics and you turn us into ticks. The one that brews hate, concoctions of hate, and you feed us hate. It floods our veins and our brains go in pain. And they say we are insane. Be a leader we like, not a leader with 1,000 likes. A leader that yearns for transformation is the leader we like. A leader that inspires and creates a safe environment like green, the one that feels fresh and succulent like the taste of the earth's richness. A leader that understands, a leader that knows comrades wameumia sana. Ati hata comrades power haina power tena. Juu ma comrades wameumia sana. Wameinama sana na kakitu kwa mfuko hawana. We want a leader mwenye atatuunganisha. A leader that will unite comrades. Kuna siku sisi sote comrades tutaungana tena. We want a leader mwenye atatuunganisha tena, mwenye atatusikiliza tena, mwenye atatuongelea tena. So be that leader, the leader we like. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm sure that's a clear message to all the elected leaders this afternoon in the House. Indeed, be a leader who can recognize that comrades wameinama. Bwana Vice Chancellor, the next item in the program is introduction of IEC commissioners and team, as it were. And it's important, Bwana Visi, for members present here today to get to know the faces that have been behind this whole exercise. And of course, the team that has been working behind the scenes to make this happen. And so, allow me to invite Professor Githaiga to introduce the Independent Electoral Commission, Unsa 2023. Professor Githaiga, please.
Yeah, thank you, moderator. Our VC, the DVC, AVC represented this afternoon, the Chief Operating Officer, Deans present, Directors of Institutes, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. This afternoon, my role is very simple. As Detty has said, it's just to introduce the people who have brought this process this far as it's about to end. So we had the staff commissioners whom I will ask to start. We were led by our chairman, Professor Colin Odote. We had the vice chairman is Dr. Chepkonga. Kindly raise your hand. And then Detty was our staff commissioner, and then my name is Samuel Githaiga from Upper Kabete campus called Kabete Ngobe. When you are taking milk, know that the cow is involved, and if you happen to take an egg, the chicken is also involved. But when you take a chicken and you take pork, know the chicken and the pigs have been committed. Thank you. Then we also had the student commissioners. We had 3 of them. We had Mohammed Kaide Stad. We also had Shakiba. And we also had Sharon. So those are the staff, those are the commissioners. They were supported by Kaide, sit down. They were supported by a secretariat led by one called Jane Kahola. Kaide, the secretariat start. We had Jane Kahola, we had the Mildred, we had Macau, we had the CRO, we had Tuka, we also had the Nekesa somewhere. Yes, Nekesa, you are there, and we had Karen. Joaquim Kimani was also part of the secretariat. And then we also had the LO returning officers and assistant returning officers. Kindly, I would request you to start wherever you are from the various faculties. So, VC, these are the people who are in charge of the elections at the faculty and campus levels. Thank you. We also had the ICT people, VC, and invited guests. We have now moved from the issue of manual voting. These days, the ICT people have made our work quite easy, quite convenient, and straightforward. So we are grateful for the ICT people, led by one Gerard Ogale, and also supported by Tuka. Tuka, I don't know whether Gerard is allowed, but Tuka, you can start. Yes. So those are the people who have made our work quite easy, and also we also have now the people who were elected, and then we have the teams, the outgoing team, council team. They are here. They will be introduced later, and then the teams which were elected. Thank you. I think that's my work. Asante.
Thank you very much indeed, Professor Githaiga, fellow commissioner. My apologies, when I was making my salutations, I forgot the outgoing Unsa chair who is present here. And indeed, it is now my pleasure to introduce her, the outgoing Unsa chair, to make her remarks. And then after that, I will tell you what next. Karibu, Melvin.
That was my last work as the president of the Students Association, and I loved it. Vice Chancellor, Professor Stephen Kiama, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Julius Ogengo, Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Brian Ouma, Chair of Unsa IEC, Professor Collins Odote, Dean of Students, Mr. Ireri Kinywa, Heads of Central Departments, Unsa Council and the 4th Unsa Council and Congress, Madam President-elect and the Council, the 5th Unsa Congress, and my fellow students, good evening. With your permission, before I begin, I would like to introduce the outgoing team, those individuals who are present, and I will start with the Council. In the Council, the Vice Chair, Vincent Wiso, where you are, kindly stand, and I would like the congregation to give them a mighty clap, each one of them. The Treasurer, Valentine Mwende. Sports and Welfare Representative, Meryl Aluodo. Our international rep is present, but I am not allowed to go there anymore. So I will then introduce the governors who are present from Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Peter Nguka. Mombasa County Governor, Mombasa Campus, Mombasa Campus. Kisumu Campus. Faculty of Business and Management Science. Representative of the Faculty of Law, Sports Representative. If there is any other official outgoing, kindly, not elected ones, kindly stand. We appreciate you. I mentioned the ones I could see. Okay. Asanteni sana. Exactly a year ago, I stood on this stage to take oath of office as the 4th president of Unsa. It's been as long as it has been short, depending on varying perspectives, but the one thing that is certain, it's been wholesome. Every working day presented new opportunities, possibilities, and challenges in equal measure. We have disagreed, agreed, collaborated, and sometimes we could barely look at each other. Through all this, we have made remarkable progress as an association. We have set in motion initiatives that will last long after us, even beyond our lifetime. Invariably, we have made strategic partnerships, mended relationships, and attempted to redefine student leadership not just in the university, but across the country. We have given 100% representation in all decision-making organs in the university. I do believe we have placed the association at a better place than we found it, and I couldn't be more proud that the president here has served with us and will continue what we started. I apologize for where we fell short, either through commission or omission. I would like to congratulate the Council for holding it together till the end amidst the challenges, the Council of Governors for offering reliable leadership to your teams, the entire Congress for challenging the Council zealously, holding us accountable and refusing to settle for less every time. I was privileged to serve in the 3rd Congress, and I witnessed injustices that had some members resigning midway, especially our female compatriots. We finish as we started, except our fallen soldier, Walvis. May his soul rest in peace. Congratulations to the just elected officials. Every Unsa journey is different. I cannot speak to yours, but one thing I know, it's not easy to get here. I have seen one of our outgoing leaders claiming freedom starts today. Maybe I agree. Today, you set out on a journey that is everything but easy. If you've been using the phrase kumechemka for the past 2 weeks, Mambo bado. It will chemka every day for the next 1 year, but I promise it is worth in the end. It is all worth it in the end. Being a student leader at the University of Nairobi is a big deal, especially for the president. This is not just an institution of higher learning. We are world class, a brand. You fight for the brand and sometimes fight with it. In every circumstance, be objective. You have to be self-aware, apt, firm, diligent, and most importantly, world class. You will be under immense pressure to act, lead, and serve in a certain way. Please do not succumb. You are the leader and not the follower. Interrogate your intentions every time and let your decisions be made with clear conscience and selfless interests. One day, when I could barely sleep due to the problems that had rocked my boat, I paid a courtesy call to the Vice Chancellor at around 6 a.m. in the morning with a question: how do you manage the entire university and still stay alive? To which he answered, make your decisions with a clear conscience. Life was never the same again. Today, I pass that to you, the just elected officials. Be not engulfed by pride, let excellence prevail. May we all shun the pitfall of being the ivory tower. With sacrifice and dedication, our problems will overcome. This is a section of the UN anthem. Initially, I didn't care much for it, but my position continuously demanded that I acquaint myself with necessary skills to lead. Don't let this get to your head. Serve with integrity and humility, and at all times, strive to build your capacities. Congratulations to the 3 female governors: Chibeka Matara, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Charlotte Mwajuma, Mombasa Campus, and Joyce Mweni, Chiromo Campus. From today, you become a yardstick against which other female aspirants will be judged. Make it simpler and more exciting for them. While we cannot hide from the reality that the world judges female leaders with a keener eye than our colleagues on the other side, we must continue to inspire more generations of women to keep up positions of leadership. I would like to thank the entire UN community for the immense support accorded to us. Special mention goes to the Faculty of Law, particularly my class, LLB G34 2019, for trusting me to serve in different capacities that led to my presidency. Thank you to the student body for electing. Thank you for the student body for electing us and trusting us with leadership. You have consistently educated us in matters leadership. We have grown immensely because of this, and we will forever be proud to be comrades. Madam President-elect, there is no limit to what we as women can achieve. Go forth and achieve it. Today you have made history, not just as a woman, but as an international student. Make it count. Congratulations, my friend. I know you won't need it because you are capable, but if you need me, I'm a call away. Thank you all. May God bless you and keep you.
Thank you very much indeed, Madam President, Outgoing, for those very inspiring words. Thank you. What many may not know is that I served in last year's IEC Commission, and Team Melvin is one of those teams that gave us a lot of trouble before we finally cleared them. At one time, she did not want to see me anywhere because every time she heard of my name, she would imagine the number of documents that I would ask her to be with her. But she complied. And 1 year later, you can see we are making tremendous progress. Mr. Vice Chancellor, you know, it is not easy for an institution such as this, with our size, standing, and reputation, to be doing this. It is really historical for us to be able to conduct this with utmost due diligence. We finish this, everybody's calm, and then we come to have this sitting and witness this kind of a transition. It is really historical, and we thank God for that. And the man that has, of course, been the leader in driving this process is the IEC Chair 2023, Professor Collins Ondode, and it is now my pleasure to invite him to come make his few remarks. After Professor Odote has made his few remarks, we will then invite the DVC to also give a speech. Thank you. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Professor Ndeti Ndati. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Nairobi, Professor Stephen Kiama. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs, Professor Julius Ogengo. But I must confess, Professor Ogengo, when you called me this time, I thought you were going to tell me I am retiring. Then you say, please, can you conduct this year's election? So Professor Julius Ogengo, DVC Academic Affairs. The Associate Vice Chancellor, represented here by Director of Research, Professor Julius Munyoki, who yesterday was harassing me about data for research. And I told him, please just allow me to go back to be Associate Dean on Monday, then you can harass me. Because the Chief Operating Officer, who is the next person, was telling me a short while ago that, Prof, please enjoy being called chair for a few hours before you go back to Associate Dean. Members of the University Executive Board who may be here, faculty deans and associate deans, fellow commissioners, Secretariat of IEC, the outgoing officials of Unsa, led by the excellent Melvin Thogo, and thank you very much, Melvin, for what you've done for the university, the newly elected Unsa officials, and I'll have the privilege of introducing them shortly, directors of central units, staff, students, invited guests. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again. It's my great pleasure and humble duty to make a few remarks at the conclusion of the Unsa 2023 elections. Vice Chancellor, every year we try and not only maintain the standard of the university, and we try but take them to the next level. This year, in addition to the 2 statutory observers, we invited an observer group that anybody who participates in this election knows observes the national elections. That's the Elections Observer Group, because of something that I'll be saying towards the end. So please allow me, just for 1 minute, to invite a representative of the Election Observer Group, ELOG, just to say one word, and thereafter I'll go on with my speech. So Marcus, please, on behalf of ELOG, if you could just find your way up here and just say 1 or 2 things.
The Vice Chancellor of the University of Nairobi, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Dr. Julius, and the Chief Operations Officer, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I would like to just address the gathering by saying 2 things. One, that the Elections Observation Group is the largest domestic observation network in the country, and we work along 8 thematic areas, which, if time had allowed, I would have enumerated. But for this purpose, we are very grateful to Professor Collins Odote and the entire Unsa IEC for extending to the Elections Observation Group the privilege to observe the 2023 Unsa online elections. To this end, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inform you that ELOG deployed 21 observers across the 9 faculties that were acting as the electoral areas. And it should be of interest, Professor Kiama, that out of the 21 observers that were deployed, 9 of them were students of the University of Nairobi. So that is something that we thought would be important to note. The reason we did that is that ELOG is a citizen observation network. So citizens will be participating in this process. We have Professor Collins developed a report on the operations, on the systems, and the conduct of these elections, which we will be able to share with the Election Commission, led by Professor Dote. The purpose of this report, ladies and gentlemen, is to interrogate your systems and processes, and so that we find out if they meet the aspirations of the student community as enshrined in your laws. So once again, thank you very much to Professor Collins and the team. ILOG will be meeting with you once our report is finalized and share with you our findings and recommendations to move the elections forward. Once again, congratulations to the teams that have been elected, and we look forward to engaging with the UN moving forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcus. When we were having a conversation with Marcus this morning, we agreed that we must be able to demonstrate to the country and to IEBC that it's actually possible to use technology to make our elections more efficient and to make them cheaper. So thank you very much, Marcus. VC colleagues, you may recall that on the 15th of February this year, the Senate approved and announced the 2023 elections. And with that, commenced the processes that just concluded this afternoon. Following our appointment as commissioners, we were mandated in accordance with the Unsa Constitution to deliver free, fair, and credible elections. We thereafter developed election timelines, circulated them, and people have seen several communications from myself over the last few weeks, and then implemented a process that involved numerous commission meetings. Professor Julius Ogeng of the DVC Academic Affairs was telling me this afternoon that when the processes are clear, then life is easy and things go on their own. I kept quiet because Professor Julius Ogeng, while I served with the VC on the Presidential Working Party in education reforms, while I did other things, it therefore forced us to have evening meetings. We had meetings until 12:30 a.m., until 11:30, and I was telling fellow commissioners that one of the evenings, when we finished at 12:10 a.m., I wasn't sure whether to go and shower, to take dinner, or to watch TV, because everybody else in my house was asleep. So I did all the three in a span of 3 minutes, but all for the benefit of this university. We went through the process of approving team names and received a total of around 127 team names. We did nominations, we did voter education, we did campaigns, and we did voting, amongst other electoral activities. And just this morning, we conducted council elections that were preceded by a debate that happened on Wednesday, but also by a presentation manifestos. And I hope you are able to watch those presentation manifestos. Watching the two events, both on Wednesday and today, I was extremely proud, not just to be the chair of IEC, but to be a member of this university community. Because as I told the three teams, the electors were spoiled for choice. But as a university, we were much the richer. Because whether it was Team Gonda, whether it was Team Malith, whether it was Team Soy, we got the best of this university in terms of candidates, VC. Friends, I've had the honor and privilege of serving in Unsa since it was established as a commissioner. When Melvin was talking about the fourth Unsa, I said, I have served as a commissioner for all those elections. But I've had the immense pleasure of being chair for 2022 and also now chair for 2023. When I stood here last year, I made several remarks. And two of the things that I highlighted last year was the low levels of participation, VC, of persons with disability. You remember, as a commission, we therefore came back to Senate and requested for us to co-opt persons with disability. The second thing that I raised last year was the low levels of integrity in terms of our students, the process of getting clearance certificates. Vice Chancellor, the outcome of the 2023 elections have completely erased those two challenges, which is a demonstration of the progress that the outgoing council and the outgoing governors have led the student leadership in terms of growth, in terms of mentorship, and that's the purpose of the university. In 2023, we conducted elections in the 13 campuses, but direct elections in 9, because in 4 electoral colleges, namely the Faculty of Agriculture, led by Professor Nyangito, the Faculty of Law, Professor Winfred Kamau's faculty, Kisumu campus, the Professor Rambos, and Mombasa campus, Dr. Sarah Kinyanjuis, we had people elected and opposed. And I want to specially mention Mombasa campus, because last year, VC, the team that won this year was disqualified. They went, dusted themselves, learned the rules, and this time they won unopposed, showing that our processes focus on processes, not individuals. In terms of overall voter turnout, we have a 10% improvement from the voter turnout of last year. Still not as high as we'd like, but a 10% improvement is extremely high. From 28% to 38%, with the highest voter turnout being the faculty, the campus of Kenya Science with 78.3%, followed by the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine at 71.6%. The faculty where we must find out what the real issue is the Faculty of Business and Management Science, which is still at a paltry 17%. So, Dean, we need to find out what's happening to our student voters from that faculty. Vice Chancellor and colleagues, going to persons with disability. Last year, only 3 campuses had persons with disability in their teams. This year, out of the 13 electoral colleges, we have persons with disability in 11 electoral colleges. And we have international students in 8 electoral colleges. So DVC, majority of our teams are complete. And we surely are a diverse, and we surely are an international university, if those statistics are anything to go by. In terms of challenges, last year, we listened to many disputes, we listened to many cases of violence, and we even punished several teams. VC and colleagues, I can confirm to you that this year we listened to 0 disciplinary cases. None. So our students participated and campaigned in a respectful manner, and the teams that have won based on ideas and not based on violence. Again, a demonstration of how far we've come as a university. The greatest challenge that we witnessed in this election, DVC, is the voters' register. VC, despite data reforms, we still have a challenge in terms of our voters' register. I remember having a conversation with my colleague, the Associate Dean of Mombasa, when we had a debate about how many students are there. And I asked her, Dr. Sarah Kinyanjui, if we cannot determine how many people are in the voters' register, then in case there's an issue in Mombasa, what will the VC say were the number of students who are affected? We had a debate with my colleague, the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, when the figures that were given by ICT was double the figures we were getting from the campus. And we then said, if eventually, thankfully, the correct figures were the figures from the college, not the one from ICT. So when I spoke with the dean said, Prof, if I had 1,300 students, I would feel their presence. So I then called ICT and they said, yes, we understand. When I had a conversation with Kenya Science, the initial figures from ICT was 129 students. The associate dean says, no, we have 1,200. I'm just mentioning those to show that we need to ensure that we close the loop. The greatest challenge in figures, however, came from the Faculty of Health Sciences. So we were struggling even yesterday in terms of what are the actual numbers. So I'm just raising this to demonstrate that we need to improve on our data management and ensure we complete the loop on data reforms. And I think there's much that we can be able to still to do. We also had the challenge in terms of management of timelines, and there's something that we need to do into the future. In our view, one of the things that I think is important, DVC, we request that as you appoint the next commission, we do it slightly early, so that there's slightly much more time in terms of the things we do. Secondly, something that I think this commission has raised since the time that Unsa started, it's important that the university management considers a permanent office for the commission. So there's a place where data is stored, there's a place where there's a physical presence, so that when commissioners come, there is some levels of continuity in terms of the operations. And then lastly, we need to think about a sustained voter education process so that increasingly our students are able to understand the process, they're able to reduce much of the complaints, and we're able to have a much freer process. As I go towards the end, I would like to sincerely thank the management for the support that they have given us over the years, especially in these elections. Any request that we gave, whether it is to VC, whether it's to DVC, whether it's to CEO, whether it is Director of Finance, whether it's Director ICT, we not only got positive response, we got expeditious response. There's even requests we gave yesterday in the morning. In 1 hour, we got feedback saying approved. So we do not take that for granted. But the second is the term independence is written in our name, but it's not possible to actualize if we do not get the support of management. There are many students who, when they were dissatisfied, they wrote to everybody. They wrote to VC, they wrote to DVC, they wrote to Dean of Students, they wrote to CLO, and then at the end copied me. So on Monday, we were with the VC, and I'm telling him, so many people have written to you. And the VC laughed and said, but Prof, I gave you a job. Why should they come to me? That made our life extremely easy. DVC sent us a document saying, Chair IEC, review and manage according to regulations. And the Vice Chair of the Commission said, Prof, we have reviewed and managed according to regulations. So we thank you, management, for the support that you've given us. To the ICT team, led by Dr. Ongaro, led by Dr. Carol Kipto, thank you very much. I think the observers watched today and were able to see when one of the students had not voted, yet they said they had voted. And in 1 minute, we were able to identify who it is. In 1 minute, we were able to troubleshoot and to demonstrate that even as we work about technology, we do not need to outsource technology from outside the country. The University of Nairobi has excellent staff and capacity to be able to develop any technology that's required. So thank you very much, ICT, for the support you've given us. To the students who offer themselves to vie for various positions, and those who participate either as influencers, either as voter educators, either as agents, thank you very, very much. The Director of Security was being asked that we feared this week because of the events happening out of the country. Then he was worried for a minute. Then DVC said, but everything was okay. Everything was okay, not because of security. Everything was okay because of our students. Our students have decided that they can be able to have a university where they compete based on ideas and not based on stones, where they can compete based on policies and not based on tribes, where they can compete based on manifestos and not based on faculties. And we are richer and extremely grateful to you. As we serve you as a commission, we are always privileged to be able to interact with you and to see the growth. So Valentine, even when I don't give you an opportunity to speak, we thank you for the work you've done over the years. But we also must thank Director Security and his deputy, Macau, for making our work easy and for doing what is required for this to happen. Before I conclude, VC, please allow me to thank the colleagues that I have served with. I think the Vice Chair yesterday was saying, how come we have such excellent human beings serving in this commission? It just demonstrates the quality of people we have. So the returning officers, the assistant returning officers, the commission secretariat, the commission staff, and a very special word to Commissioner Sharon Monjulu, Commissioner Sakimba, and Commissioner Mohammed. May your future be bright. You have served the commissioners and the commissioners with excellent dedication. Thank you very much. As I conclude, I would like to leave you with the words of Harry Emerson that says, democracy is based upon the conviction that there are extraordinary possibilities in ordinary people. And ordinary students, ordinary staff of the University of Nairobi have given the democracy meaning a notch higher at the University of Nairobi. I completely thank you, and thank you, Vice Chancellor, and thank you, management, for the opportunity to have served as the chair of IEC 2023. Thank you very much. Having dispensed with that, it's now my absolute privilege and humble duty to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor under whose office the IEC serves, Professor Julius Ogengo.
Vice Chancellor, the Senate, and the UEB, the Outgoing Student Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon that side, and good afternoon that side. Thank you very much, and thank you very much again for coming. This is a Senate function. The Senate of the University of Nairobi determined how and when the elections for Unsa 2023 would be conducted, and approved an electoral commission, independent, comprising both staff and students. As a Secretary of Senate, I met with the commission and briefed them on the position of management, which was go out and do the work given to you in accordance with the regulations specified for that assignment. Management will be available where you need a clarification. I am happy, Vice Chancellor, to report that that has been achieved. And the date that Senate approved for swearing in of the new officials was March the 25th, 2023. That date is today. And we are assembled here for just that function of Senate. That is why I said thank you twice, because it's such a critical date, it's such a critical event, because student leadership is not just essential, it's a critical component of governance in the university. Madam Melvin Thogo, you remember shortly after election, you were worried. You said, I thought at one point the DVC did not just like our team. And I said as follows. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, and for the time being, Professor Julius Ogengo, will only act in accordance with the regulations, the policies, guidelines, and procedures established by Senate. That office is not established for liking or disliking anyone. It's established for ensuring that we operate in accordance with those rules. And therefore, if the students, leaders, behave accordingly, there will be no room for conflict. There will only be room for synergy. I am happy to report publicly that the synergy between management and that council and that Congress was established, and it worked extremely well. I wish you well. We did have a covenant with you that will continue to work with you. We will guide the process of handing over and taking over in accordance with the Constitution, and we'll continue to work with you because you are with us and we have a commitment to continue training you in leadership. Where we did not deliver fully, it was not deliberate. we wish you well in your endeavors going forward. The Council and Congress elect, every activity, every function of the university, every process of the university is anchored in the Universities Act for the Student Association in Article 41. And then the university has statutes and has policies and has regulations and guidelines for how and what we do at all times. So I congratulate you and welcome you to leadership. We will shortly be inducting you and train you in leadership, and pray that we can strengthen the synergy that was established by those who are leaving office today, and who will hand over to you in the course of next week. Dean of Students, the constitution requires that handover happens on the Wednesday after swearing in. That we will plan to do. Now, the Electoral Commission, Collins Odote, while you are working very late, I stayed later than most of you, just in case there was a matter that I needed to deal with. I am very happy that you did not put any matter on my desk other than that which was provided for in the regulations. Thank you very much for doing such an excellent job. I wish you very well. The deans of faculties present, I did invite all of you deliberately to anchor the importance of this occasion. All of you, the members of Congress, belong there. They are an important component of governance of your faculties and of your departments. It's therefore important that you witness this, and on behalf of Senate can say, yes, this was done. We pray that shortly after swearing in, you would go and meet, just like I will be meeting with all of them. You'll also go and meet with those in your. The rest of the people who participated in this activity, I want to wish you very well. You have done an excellent job. We will speak more on how we can improve the process where there were issues. With those many remarks, ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to invite the Vice Chancellor to deliver his remarks, and may I kindly ask us to be upstanding to receive the Vice Chancellor.
Thank you very much. We may be seated here. May be seated. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad to be here. First of all, I want to apologize. I came a little late because I had another event which was to do with the family. One of my nephews was visiting where he was going to get a girl from. And we had agreed that we will start off at 12, and then after we converge, and then we proceed. But there were so many other things, and other people going to the shop to buy this, to buy that. In fact, just by the time I arrived there, then Peter Wekesa called me and he said, I need to be here. So I excused myself, and then said that if we finish this early, I will join them. Yeah. Thank you for your patience for that. I want to thank all those who have been involved in this process, including the Office of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic, for providing that environment as the Secretary of Senate, for the team to work amicably, including the security, the ICT, Dean of Student Office, and all those who played different roles. And also for Melvin Thogo and team, for the way they have learned through the last year, and even in the background supporting this process, because they could just have decided to keep engaging you, Professor Ogego, telling you this one is unfair here, this one is unfair here, because they have an interest on some team which should take from them. You know, that sometimes happen like that. So we want to thank you, Melvin and team. You introduced all of them for that work. Obviously, the team for Dote and I was following everything that was happening. He was doing it very well. So even when I got those letters, I knew you would be able to deal. Yeah. So I wasn't anxious at all. Yeah. Whatever level they came, and sometimes I got calls also, several calls. And then I would ask Peter Kesa, why are these people calling me? What is the matter? Then he said, oh, they have also talked to me, but the matter is the following. Then I said, then Collins will deal with it. And if they came up to my floor, then I told them to go to Professor Ogengo. Yeah, because I have dealt with this issue of elections before myself. I served as a chair of the Electoral Commission, and I know how tough it can be. If you continue to receive all kind of instructions, it can be very difficult, yeah. So that I avoided as much as I can. Thanks, the observer team, for coming over and spending your time. Deploying 21 observers means that you took this process very seriously. And even for identifying our students to be mentored in that process of observation, meaning that perhaps even in the national elections, given that they have done very well, you have kept their contacts, yeah, and that you involve them even there. So we thank you for that. Yeah. We had excellent teams. I listened to their debate, yeah, and each of them did a superb job. And confident young men, women, putting their views very well. And I just remembered our own for presidential elections, where occasionally we have had some of them pulling out, yeah, just because maybe they don't trust the whole thing. But here, even I think it is students who are interviewing them, isn't it? Yes, and you could tell they are not putting questions to corner anyone. It's just to give you an opportunity to express yourself, yeah. Because I think I think why they don't go is because some journalists have probably been paid to ask a certain question. I think here, nobody asked anybody to go and ask any question so that one can lose. It was to the best interest of the University of Nairobi. Well, the team, Monica, Meredith, we look forward to swelling you in here just shortly, but excellent job, well done, yeah. Well done. I think the Melvin Thogo said she came to my office after a number of things. I can perhaps share some thoughts, but you are still welcome to come over to my office, and I will be able to give you even more snippets of what you need to think about, yeah. You are welcome. Mine is an open office, actually, yeah. When you are elected as legislator as a president, I will see you. And even the members of staff, they see me, deans, yeah. You don't have any issues, yeah. We don't hide here. Yeah. Because you just say what you have, and I say what I have also, yeah. Yeah. But just to say that when you take a position like you take, and many of us, you take position, the first thing, you get many people who come to sell. Yeah. You get merchants who come to sell you certain things. So you have to be aware. One of those things they will sell you bad people. Yeah. What they sell bad people. You know, that's what diabo you have to wash out. This one, this one is like this and like this. So this one, be careful about this one. Then they come and sell you another one. Another person will come and sell you another one. So you'll be sold those ones, yeah. And then you are left with, you have just filled your baskets with bad people. Then you wonder what you are supposed to do. You are remaining on the only good person and the seller. So how can you learn? How can you learn the whole student body of 50,000 students, you and the seller only. Yeah. So that you must avoid. You must, the minute they are sold to you, when the person leaves, you just throw that one out. Yeah. They are actually, you will discover that there are no bad people. Even those people who are selling you, they are not there. They don't exist, yeah. Obviously, people have different disposition, different perspectives, different this, but they are not that, they are not bad. They are just good people. Just work with everyone. Work with everyone. You have all the governors that have been elected and the other council members and the own council. Work with everyone. That's the first thing. And don't take any selling. Obviously, others will sell you, will bring you parochial interest, making you that if you follow this, then you become very popular. And you follow that, and then you sink here. So don't do that, because we have had certain leadership which came and said, oh, we did this because of pleasure. There were some people who came and pressurized me to do something. Don't be pressurized to do something. Because if you close some lines, yeah, then Senate has very tough rules. That's the problem, yeah. You just find you are operating outside there. That will not be counted as a score at all, yeah. It will be a foul, and you may find yourself in trouble. But obviously you won't. The other team can show you how they played within the field, yeah, and that should not be a problem. So don't follow any of those parochial interests or self-interests. Focus on what you want to do for the student body. To do this, you have to beat your own path. Yeah, you have to beat your own path. And I have said this before. We have many people who, because of their behavior, people have to spend time and write on their walls. Usikojoe hapa. Because you find that these people, they just go and kojoa that place on that wall. And you find there's some beaten path leading to where they kojoa. And particularly it is men who are fond of that kind of thing, not women. You know, so you find, even I think it must have been late last year, I went to some place in Mombasa, to some clinic, and I found the wall written, this corner here, this corner written, usikojoe hapa, usikojoe hapa. So be careful. Don't follow those beaten paths. Identify your own and beat yours. You'll be identified and defined based on that, your own beaten path. Not what others have done, and the others did like this, walked in the street, stoned the cars, or did this. No, don't do those things. Because then you'll find that Professor Ogengo and the others, Director Security, wataandika everywhere, usikojoe hapa, na usikojoe hapa. Then finally you just don't know where to kojoa at all. Yeah. Because they will not tell you where, but the only where you should eat. So don't find yourself in that kind of position. Don't at all. What you need to do is to envision a future. Envision a future. The kind of future you want to see yourself in 1 year. Where do you want to see in the student body? You would like perhaps to see more students being involved in the activities that you plan. Yeah. What are the strategies you need to do for this? You need to be involved in activities that are transformative, that lead to better students, better relationships with the management, better relationship with the corporate world, the better name of the University of Nairobi. Yeah. And that you add value to everybody. Those are the kind of things you want to see, perhaps, yeah. You want to engage more of our alma mater, those who call University of Nairobi their nurturing mother, yeah. Because they are looking forward to opportunities to come and work with you at the open doors, yeah. You know, our students are still the most valued out there, yeah. And you getting many witnesses to this, and many people want to come here to the University of Nairobi. I've said, in many universities now, you don't find students going to 1 or 2 programs. Yeah. But the University of Nairobi, we continue to get them. Why? Because it is those who have been admitted to there, they come here. You have been admitted for medicine, or for another program, another place. You want to come to do medicine. And medicine, until recently, are cutting at A-, for example. So these are people who have been placed elsewhere. So let's do those things that are transformative. Make University of Nairobi name to be up there. Vibrant, as we have said, and relevant and sustainable. Adding value to each other. Adding value to each other. In whatever we do, what do you do, the way you talk, the way you represent yourself, wherever you go, the way you carry yourself. Somebody says, this person is distinct. This is from the University of Nairobi. And many people are proud to say they are from University of Nairobi. So don't go and become, what again I have said, the wet wood, which wherever you go, you just make others sneeze. No, you make others become better and better. I think I mentioned this to Melvin, the issue of the University of Helsinki, where I found that the students, both there, even went to do, but they moved, when the university was established, the leadership did a lot of investment, where they have even position to subsidize food for their fellow students, because they raise money, they generate funds through different methods. I hope that the leadership of Monica and her team will ensure that they carry all students along, and that the University of Nairobi will be even better because you are here. One, I think when I heard about the high elections, I just said, hey, University of Nairobi is changing. It's changing. We are moving. Yeah, we are moving. And the students are giving the leadership. Yeah, the students are giving the leadership. I think we came from Manila in the past, not in the recent past. Huko nyuma kabisa, where it was about Kikuyu versus Luo elections, in the University of Nairobi, So even the Vice Chancellor, I think I can see Jogona there, if you remember those days, After the elections are done, and the voting has been done, because it was funny voting, we organized differently later. He would get the results, and then after that, he gets the results, then he says, but this is the one who has won, and this one, and they go and announce this one, and this one, and this one. Or don't you, were you around those days? So by morning, it was chaos. People were counting votes the night before, but in the morning, you are told who to announce. Because you cannot announce that one. If you announce that one, then the other people, there's going to be a lot of riots here. But there was still riot. But now it was issued that since this one was from a smaller ethnic group, this one can be convinced to become speaker, but not secretary general or chairman. This is where we are coming from. Because you must ensure that there's Kikuyu there, there's Luo there is this. Those things, Professor Osajo now, we have moved there, from there, as a university. That now we can have international students also taking up the mantle. Not setting an agenda of which ethnic group they come from, setting an agenda of what perhaps they can do for the university. That is the university. That is the University of Nairobi. Asante, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Another round of applause for our Vice Chancellor. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bonavisi, for that very inspiring speech. We are indeed blessed. I forgot, Bonavisi, to mention that this event is being broadcast live on UNC TV, radio, and television, the same platform that we used this week on Wednesday when we were doing the debate. And we must thank you most sincerely. I know this is your pet project, and we'll continue to do everything possible to see to it that this particular platform is accessible to all and serves the students and the community at large. At this juncture, allow me then to now say that we've come to the climax of today's event. Of course, with that preparatory speech by the Vice Chancellor, and this is now the swearing-in ceremony of the newly elected faculty and campus students association officials, and of course, the new student council officials. And to take us through this function, I will invite the chair of the IEC, Professor Odote, to walk us through here together with the Chief Legal Officer, Bwana Collins Odote. Professor Odote, please. Sorry, Collins Omondi, sorry. Once the chair is here, he will pronounce himself on how the exercise is going to be run. As you can see with the sitting arrangement, we've made a few adjustments, and therefore the chair will be announcing exactly how the teams will appear on stage, what will happen here on stage, and as soon as that is done, then they will go down and something will happen there, and that will be what he's going to be saying. Karibu sana bwana chair.
Thank you very much. I was negotiating with the Director, Legal and Corporate Board Services, that one of us must change their names, because there are many times that people call me, Collins. So I tell them, no, I'm not that Collins. I'm Collins Odote, it's Collins Omondi. Even Commissioner Ndeti was now calling me the Chief Legal Officer. I am not. Colleagues, we've reached the stage of the swearing-in ceremony, and this is what we will do. VC, DVC, AVC, CO will sit where they are. The teams, when we call you, you will come up this side. You'll get sworn in, and as we call the team, we'll request their dean to come up. We swear them, then we give them to the dean. The dean will take them to greet the VC. They will take a photo down there as we swear the next team, so that there's a greater process. So the VC will only come up to receive the counsel. I hope that makes sense. So the first faculty that I would like to call, and I'd like to request my good friend, the Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture, Professor Nyangito, to come in through that side. The team that won the elections for the Faculty of Agriculture in 2023 is Team Pablo. And Team Pablo is composed of Eric Jr. as chairperson, Judy Chalo as vice chair, Elvis Olumosi as secretary general, Helga Karuida as treasurer, Stephen Kariuki as sports and social welfare, Adeola Awotunde as international students rep, and Whitney Muhonja as PWD. A complete team.
Yes, we give them a certificate and then
So it's my absolute pleasure to give you the certificate. And unlike last year, where the certificate was a piece of paper, this year we actually have a real certificate.
or the Vice Chancellor, the DVC, AA, the directors and the COO, guests invited, and the faculty deans, good evening. We are going to take oath of office for the duly elected student leadership, and this is one of the requirements within our legal framework in terms of compliance with the Article 10 of the Constitution, as read together with Article 232 of the Constitution, in the sense that every elected leader within a public institution, like University of Nairobi, has to take an oath of office. And we have given the teams the instruments that they are going to swear in, and they can either affirm or swear in, so that they commit themselves to the good leadership and integrity as provided for in our legal framework. So the first team is here, and we are going to take them through. Thank you. No, just hold this on your left, right, sorry. then I'll take this one. Just come here. Hold, just hold. It's okay. Start.
I, Eric Jr., having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Faculty of Agriculture Association, in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution of 2017, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always, truly, and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya of 2010, the Universities Act of 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution of 2017 amended in 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct that was revised in 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Next. Okay. Sorry, I'll request the team members to come. You'll take a group out of office. Just come. You lift your hands up. Hold this. Just hold this. Oh, at the count of 1, 2, 3, then you start. Okay? You lift your right. Just be in a line. In a line, please. At the count of 1, 2, 3, then we all go. 1, 2, 3.
I, Elvis Olumosi, having been elected to the position of Secretary General, Faculty of Agriculture Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(c) of the University of Nairobi Students Association
Constitution 2017, amended in 2021, the
faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university,
that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010,
the Universities Act of 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
You can say hi to the dean and then you can go. Okay, thanks. So, Chair, as Vice Chancellor, as I call the next group, last year was the first time that we actually had a lady governor. The lady, Esther Odepa from the Faculty of Law, was the first lady governor to come in. This year, as Melvin has said, we have 3 lady governors. And first up is the team of Faculty of Art and Social Sciences. So let me request Professor Jack Odhiambo, the Dean, to come up and receive his team. Wanafaa kuja ile side. Anafaa kuja na ile side. Yeah, because of this photo. Waambiwa na kidogo. The students. Okay. Then? Okay. So the team that we are calling next from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences is Team Principals. Led by Shanice Chibeka. Vice Chairperson Alex Okidi. Secretary General Alex Kefa. Treasurer Madhieka Josephine. Sports and Social Welfare Ramadan Juma. International Rep Marial Susan Nyitur. And PWD Rep Amos Kibiegon.
Are you a Christian or a Muslim?
Christian.
Okay, let's take this. Then you go. Hold it high. It's just there.
Oh,
Yes.
I, Chibeka Matara, having duly elected to the position of Chairperson, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021 in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023. Do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Team, we are going to swear a group out of office, and at the count of 1, 2, 3, then you go. Are we together? 1, 2, 3. You lift your right hand, and then you take the oath of office. Yes. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I, Alex Okidi, having been duly elected to the position of Vice Chairman, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences Association in accordance with Article 12(3) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended in 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that of the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, to the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017, amended in 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or will. So help me God.
Let me then request Professor Njihia, the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Management Science, to please come up. Yeah, stand this side. Oh. And the winner for 2023 from the Faculty of Business and Management Science is Team Kokombo. Kokombo. I can see their teams and their teams. So Team Kokombo, the chairperson is Alphonse Kokombo. The vice chair is Rehema Oduori. The secretary general is Swale Abdallah. The treasurer is Nelly Mwendwa. Sports and social welfare rep is Maureen Kuria. The international students rep is Prince Ndimaso. And the PW rep is Merab Ndoko.
Are you a Christian or a Muslim?
I'm a Christian.
Okay, lift high and then you say, you're
Okay.
big guy.
Okay. I, Alphonse Kokombo, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Faculty of Business and Management Sciences Association, in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa, Constitution 2017, amended 2021. In the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear with faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
Are we ready? At the count of three, we take it on. Yes. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I, Swale Abdallah, having been duly elected to the position of Secretary General, Faculty of Business and Management Sciences Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(c) of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017 amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students' Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi, and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
The next faculty is a faculty of the built environment. Let me request the Dean of the Faculty of Built Environment. I don't see Professor Laila Kosanjo. So I'm hoping DVC, you may have to appoint a proxy for Professor Laila Kosanjo to receive the students. Thank you very much, the Associate Dean, Faculty of Education. She looks like Professor Laila Kosanjo. Let's clap for Associate Dean as she comes up. And the team that won the elections for the Faculty of the Built Environment is Team Genesis, led by Martin Omondi Ochieng, Vice Chair Levina Akelo, Secretary General Jacob Mumo, this side, Nancy Njonjo, Treasurer, Joshua Kodonyo, Sports and Social Welfare Rep, and Nishant Vekara, International Student Rep. Missing. Oh, who is missing? Oh, no, there are 6. They're okay now. So are you a Christian or a Muslim?
Christian.
Or an atheist?
I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian, eh?
Yes.
So you'll have to be loud.
Okay, so I, Martin Omondio Chieng, having been duly elected to the position of the chairperson, Faculty of the Built Environment and Design Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution of 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of the Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised in 2021, and all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear of favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
So the rest members of the team, I think you are ready for the oath of office. Just lift your right hand. And then at the count of 1, 2, 3, you can go. Are we ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I, Nishant Bekaria, having been duly elected the position of International Students Representative, Faculty of Built Environment and Design, Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, 24th, 2020. Do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
As the team goes down, let me request after that, so Associate Dean, you'll go down and then come up. And the team that will come up is Team Shiners. Let them come. Let them to come. Team Shiners, just come up so that when we finish, we can be able to. Just stand there. Let me record you. So, the team that is going to be received by the Dean, Professor Karai, is led by Obuya P. Ouma as chairperson, Celine Kinya as vice chairperson, Felix Kipto Kemboi as secretary general, Collins Otuero as treasurer, Manik Leionte as sports and social welfare rep, and Purity Chepngeno as PWD rep.
Christian, a Muslim, or a Christian? Christian, eh? So you speak with Vicky. Yeah. I hope you're ready. Yeah. Carry it.
I, Obuya Peter Uma, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Faculty of Education Association in accordance to Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa in Constitution 2017, amended in 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24, 2023, do swear, affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear with the allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa Constitution 2017 amended in 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised in 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Are we ready? Just 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I, Colin Sotwero, having duly elected to the position of Treasurer, Faculty of Education Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(d) of the University of Nairobi Student Association, Unsa, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty election held on Friday, March 24, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always trust and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties, perform my function in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2012, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Hatuwezi, wacha tu wamalize. Next up, let me request the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Professor Ayub Gitau, to come up. And as Professor Ayub Gitau comes up, or his representative, let me request the winning team, Team Magic, to please come up. Team Magic is led by Mbaga Odiango as chairperson, Osugo Rebecca Kerubo as vice chair, Oliech Sylvastian Alo as secretary general, Mburu Angela Waidira as treasurer, Mweni Rita Kamene as sports and special welfare rep, Uwimana Jesse Bandia as social and as international persons rep, and Moya Joseph Mokora as PWD rep. Nakupatia Biblia. Usichukue peke yako. Sawa. Beba mkono juu alafu useme. Sawa. Okay. Twende.
It's okay. I, Mbaga Odiango, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Faculty of Engineering Association, in accordance with Article 12, 3A of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty election held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear, affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the student and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duty and perform my function in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear and favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
Maybe this is a... Okay, that's okay. I'm humbly requesting that we give the team time to take the oath of office. Thereafter, we can celebrate. Is that okay? When we are noisy and rowdy, then the whole purpose and process of this process will be distorted. So just for a few minutes, give the comrades time to take the oath of office, and then we celebrate thereafter. Is that okay? Are we in agreement? Thank you. So at the count of 3, we all go as a group. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Having been duly elected to the position of Secretary General, Faculty of Engineering Association, in accordance with Article 12, 3C of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear of favor, affection or ill. So help me God.
As they go down, let me request Professor Giorgio Sanjo, the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, to please come up. And let him be accompanied by the team that won Health Sciences, Team Ramesh, led by Ramesh Saxena, Tekla Katana, Ruben Kagai, Lenny George Orenge as Treasurer, Mwende Kanabu Mtetei as Sports and Social Welfare Rep, and Purity Moshi as International Students Rep.
I, Ramesh Saxena, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Faculty of Health Sciences Association, in accordance with Article 12, 3A of the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya, without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
The team, are we ready to go for oath of office? At the count of 1, 2, 3, then you take it from there. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I, Purity Moshi, having been duly elected to the position of International Students Representative, Faculty of Health Science Association, in accordance with Article 12(3)(c) of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi, and other laws of Kenya, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
So as they go down, let's please call the representative of the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Dr. Naomi Njuguna. Please come up. I don't want to call the team because they'll come and mess this one up. And the team that won from the Faculty of Law is Team Opande. So let's get coming up, Opande Hamston Omondi, Pauline Wanjiru Irungu, Kenyatta Samson Moiruruki, Omboko Melemba Whitney, Collins Kiptanui Yego, Elizabeth Nyamal Koang, and Shiundu Crisantus Wanjala.
I, Opande Emston Omondi, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Faculty of Law Association in accordance with Article 12, Sub-Article 3A of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, as amended 2021 in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear, solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa 2017 as amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi, and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God. Are we ready? One, two, three, let's go.
I, Pauline Wanjiru Irungu, having been duly elected to the position of Vice Chair, Faculty of Law, in accordance to Article 12, 3B of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
As they go up, as they come down, let me request the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology, Professor Leonida Kerubo, to please come up. And the team that will be coming up is Team Mweni J, the second Lady Governor team. Joyce Mweni Musembi, Chairperson, Duncan Kipkorir Koech, Robert Omondi, Teresia Odinga, Aska Bia Omwando, Bull Aguer Chol, and Joseph Nambuki.
I, Joyce Mweni Musembi, having been duly elected to the position of Chairperson, Faculty of Science and Technology Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Student Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty elections held on Friday, 24th March 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Student Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
At the count of 1, 2, 3, then you go. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I, Robert Omondi, having been duly elected to the position of Sport Social Welfare Representative, Faculty of Science and Technology Association in accordance with the Article 12(3)(c) of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty election held on Friday, March 24, 2023. Do swear, affirm that I shall always, truly and diligently serve the student and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
As they go down, let me request the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, my good friend, Professor John Mande, to please come up. And the team that won from veterinary medicine is Team Wezesha, led by Bethuel Kipkogei, and you come that way. Simiu Damaris Naliaka, Omoa Esther Mbulwa, Jeremiah Mudama Kilonzo, Otieno Miki Ochieng, Hail Semere Tekli Michael, and Washera Irene Nyambura.
I, Bethuel Kipkogei, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine Association, in accordance with Article 12, Sub-Article 3A of the University of Nairobi Student Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021 in the faculty elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear, affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association's UNSA Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi, and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
The rest of the team, let's lift our hands and then say at the count of 1, 2, 3. Are we ready? Then you can go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I, having been duly elected to the position of Sports and Social Welfare Representative, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine Association, in accordance with Article 12(3)(e) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the faculty election held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012, and the University of Nairobi Student Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and the laws without the fear of affection or ill will. So help me God.
As they go down, please let me call the acting associate dean of Kenya Science Campus, Professor Nelson Amugune. And I can see he's accompanied a powerful team composed of Professor Kalai, Dean, the Associate Dean, and the winning team for Kenya Sciences team, Richard Rono, composed of Richard Oumo Chieng, Chairperson, Kamandi Vilita, Vice Chair, Enoch Rono, Secretary General, Glory Kinya Gitonga, Treasurer, Brian Oroche, Sports and Social Welfare Rep, and Jafet Kipkorir, PW Representative.
I, Richard Oumosieng, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Kenya Science Campus Association, in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the campus elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear, solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi, and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
Are we ready? At the count of 1, 2, 3, then we'll take it. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I, Enoch Kipkorir, having been duly elected to the position of the Secretary of Kenya Science Campus Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(c) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the campus election held on Friday, March 24, 2023, do swear that
solemnly affirm that
I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi, and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or will.
So help me God.
As they go down, taking over from Team Kirui is Team Nyawade in Kisumu. So let me request James Nyawade Nyangor to come up, together with Violet Mora Makori, Helen Achieng Odera, Faith Imdeke Otsula, Emmans Buire Magego, and Mary Elizabeth Otieno. And between the Dean of Business Management Science and the Dean of Arts, one of you will have to represent Professor Rambo. Or both of you, actually. Both of you can represent Professor Rambo. So both Professor Nji here and Professor Jack, please come and represent Professor Rambo. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I, James Nyawadi Nyangor, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Kisumu Campus Association, in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the campus elections held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
The rest of the team? We are ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Faith Mbeke Otula, having been duly elected to the position of Treasurer, Kisumu Campus Association in accordance with Article 12(3)(d) of the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the campus election held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I will always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said positions to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Unsa Constitution 2017, amended in 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised in 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear of favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
And finally, for the faculty and campus student association as they go down, Team Restoration from Mombasa campus. The third team that is led by a lady, Chairperson Mwajima Mulongo Charlotte, Omar Shaban Dosho Vice, Ogema Titus Sekjen, Hadija Sharif Treasurer, Mutamim Sami Ismail Sports and Welfare, and Mlanyi States Juma Isaiah, PWD. Taking over from the indefatigable Kelvin. And I suspect, Dr. Odok, if you are here, you'll have to come up. And also, Professor Njia will come back up. And Professor Jack will come back up. And maybe Naomi Njuguna may also come back up if she's here.
I, Charlotte Mwajima, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Mombasa Campus Association, in accordance with Article 12(3)(a) of the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021 in the campus election held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my function in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017 amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear, favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God. I, Charlotte Mwajima, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Mombasa Campus Association, in accordance with Article 12, 3A of the University of Nairobi Student Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the campus election held on Friday, March 24th, 2023, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my function in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2021 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017 amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear, favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I, Mutame Ismail, have been duly elected to the position of Sports and Social Welfare Representative
Association in accordance with Article 12, Article 3C of the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the campus election held on Friday, March 24, 2023, do swearly affirm that I shall always truly and serve the students of the University of Nairobi, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my function in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017 amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Student Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, yes. So. That's a good idea.
Malik and Tukonga do not speak.
Thank you very much. That marks the end of the swearing for the faculty, campus, and student associations. All right, thank you very much. Vice Chancellor, colleagues, in this year's election, the Commission cleared 3 teams: Team Soy, Team Gonda, and Team Malith. Three years ago, this university made history by electing the first female president of Unsa, Anne Vuria. We have continued to make history since then. The outgoing president, Melvin Dogo, another lady. For a third time, the university student community elects a third lady, but for the first time, elects an international student as its president. As an aside, Vice Chancellor, those 3 teams are from the Faculty of Law. That's Anne Vuria's presidency from the faculty. Melvin's presidency is from Parklands, and now Malith's presidency is from Parklands. So the winning team for the 2023 Unsa elections is Team Malith. So before they come up, I would like to request very humbly the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nairobi to please come and receive them, together with so the chairperson for 2023 is Malith Monica Nyareng. The vice chairperson is Alex Moturi. The Secretary General is Castro Jasper Sahame. The Treasurer is Grace Kamau. The Sports and Social Welfare Rep is Wanakwa Kelvin. The International Students Rep is Kasuku Bahati Martin. And the PW Rep is Caroline Wanjugu Mwingi.
I, Malit Monica Nyareng, having been duly elected to the position of chairperson, Student Council in accordance with Article 10, 1A, sub-Article 1, Article 10, 3A, and 16.2 of the University of Nairobi Student Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the Student Council elections held on Saturday, March 25th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012, as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Student Code of Conduct, revised 2021, and other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
I, Alex Moturi, having been duly elected to the position of Vice Chairperson, Students' Council in accordance with Article 10, 1A, sub-Article 2, 10.3b, and 16.2 of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the Students' Council elections held on Saturday, March 25th, 2023, do swear solemnly affirm that I shall always, truly, and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act of 2012, as amended the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
I, Castro Jasper Sakame, having been duly elected to the position of the Secretary General, Students' Council,
do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
I, Grace Kamau, having duly elected to the position of Treasurer, Student Council, in accordance with Articles 10, 1A, 4, 10, 3D, and 16, 2 of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021 in the Students' Council elections held on Saturday, March 25th, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith to the allegiance of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association, Unsa Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and all other laws of Kenya, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Christian. Can you please look this?
I, Wanakawa Kelvin Sinyura, having been duly elected to the position of Sports and Social Welfare Representative, Students' Council in accordance with Articles 10.1a, 5, 10.3g, and 16.2 of the University of Nairobi Student Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the Students' Council election held on Saturday, March 25th, 2023, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my function in the said position to the best of my judgment, and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Students Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
I, Kasuku Bahati Martin, having been duly elected to the position of International Students Representative, Student Council in accordance with Articles 10.1a5, 10.3e, and 16.2 of the University of Nairobi Students Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the Student Council elections held on Saturday, March 25, 2023, do solemnly affirm that I shall always truly and diligently serve the students and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Universities Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017, amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct, revised 2021, and all other rules of the University of Nairobi and other laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I, Wanjogo Mwangi, having been duly elected to the position of the People with Disability Representative, Student Council in accordance with Article 10.1a v, 10.3f, and 16.2 of the University of Nairobi Student Association, Constitution 2017, amended 2021, in the Student Council election held on Saturday, March 25th, 2023, to do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the student and the university, that I shall faithfully and honestly discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said position to the best of my judgment and bear faith and allegiance in the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the University Act 2012 as amended, the University of Nairobi Student Association Constitution 2017 amended 2021, the University of Nairobi Students Code of Conduct revised 2021, all the other rules of University of Nairobi and laws of Kenya without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
VC, let's request you now to be at the center, then we can take a photo with them here so that they don't have to go down. Oh, yeah. Let me request the DVC, the CEO, and the representative of the AVC to join the VC up for the last photo with the group. Thank you very much, VC. Colleagues, my apologies, it's taken too long, but an important day, so we must give it the due recognition it deserves. Yeah. Please allow me to now invite the President-elect of Unsa, Monica Malith, to give us her inaugural speech. Monica, please. Well done.
The Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, the Chief Operations Officer, Chair of Unsa Independent Electoral Commission, Dean of Faculties, Dean of Students, former Unsa President, and Outgoing Council, elected leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is with great humility and honor that I stand before you today as the first international student to hold the position of the President of the University of Nairobi Student Association. My name again is Malith Monica Nyareng, and I am privileged to serve you in this capacity. As the former international student representative who came to this great country as a refugee, I was embraced by this iconic university like one of their own. Throughout my continued stay, I understand the unique challenges and opportunities that come with studying at this institution. I also understand the importance of diversity, inclusion, in creating a vibrant and thriving academic community. With this in mind, I pledge to work tirelessly to ensure that all students, regardless of their backgrounds, feel valued and supported during their stay and their studies at the University of Nairobi. I would like to congratulate all elected officials and now members of the 5th Congress. I am well pleased with how you campaigned and won your elections. This was the great and exceptional execution. I would like to commend the IEC for conducting a free, fair, and credible online elections that had the highest number of voters almost in all faculties. I encouraged every student who has a passion for leadership to vie and take up a chance at the University of Nairobi. In the 3 major faculties, to all the ladies, the 3 of them, please stand up. With an overwhelming voter turnout, we have made history as 3 ladies. Chibeka Matara, Chairperson, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Joyce Mweni, Chairperson, Faculty of Science and Technology, and Charlotte, Chairperson, Mombasa Campus. Congratulations, and I'm happy for you. One of my primary goals as your president is to embrace student engagement and participation in university affairs. I believe that a strong and active student body is essential for promoting culture of academic excellence and innovation. As echoed in my campaign trail, my team dedicated to following on the steps of the Vice Chancellor in his 5-point agendas, focus agendas, including quality governance, where I come in, curriculum, financing, data-driven management, and the people. To this end, I prioritize initiatives that encourage student involvement in academics, research, community service, and extracurricular activities. Furthermore, I recognize that student welfare is of utmost importance, and I am committed to advocating for the needs and concerns of our student population. I will work with the university administration to improve access to resources such as mental health services, affordable accommodation, and easy access to university amenities such as healthcare. As your president, together with my able team, which I'm very proud of and made me be here today, I will strive to foster a culture of accountability and transparency within the Student Association. I believe that effective communication and collaboration are crucial for achieving our goals and making progress towards our shared value, our shared vision for the University of Nairobi. I extend an arm of welcome to our opponents who lost it. The race was fun. As I lasted, I look forward to working with you into fostering for the good of our school and our students. Special appreciation to the electors. I have you at heart. And the students in general, for engaging me and my team, finding us worthy to represent your interests. We will deliver and we will do it together. In closing, I want to express my deep gratitude to the University of Nairobi for endorsing me, for entrusting me with this important responsibility. I am excited, and as I come from a country like South Sudan, big blow to my country. I love them. Yeah, just to give a short history, when I came to Kenya in 2009 as a refugee, I didn't know how to communicate in English nor Kiswahili. I come from a nomadic family, pastoralist family. When I came here, I started in 2009 in class 1, and things were so tough. And Kenya has made me who I am today. And I'm always grateful that in my journey with my education, I've always been that leader. From primary school, high school, and those who are saying that Atimalet cannot rule because she's a foreigner. University of Nairobi is a world-class university unless you vacate. Unless you vacate and go to another university, that's when I will not rule. And to the great team, those of Dan Judge, Chevy, Agutu Mamba, Kasim from Mombasa, and all the support I got from you people made me be here today. There is nothing as important as having a stand. I'll keep on standing for what I want, for the benefit of the entire school. And there is nothing as important as being here today, and I'm happy. Like when I was telling Professor Odote, you know you're my biggest enemy in these elections. Yeah, because like every day when I wake up, I didn't fear my opponents. My biggest fear was clearance. So I wake up every day, go to the Unsa Constitution and see what is it that I have not done that I will not be cleared. I did well in nominations because I went all around to all faculties, and I know I have made friends. Those who lost and those who won are all my friends. And that's why there was a turnout. Maybe I supported all teams because I know one thing I wanted to achieve with this politics is making friendships. To Castro, my vice chair, Grace Kamau. I have a great team. Signora. There is Martin and Caroline. You know, with Unsa politics, you people don't know. You have a backup, but I had only one team. I had no backup. But those guys trusted me. I trusted them, and they gave me their loyalty. And that's why with the clearance, I took the shortest time. And I know this government will work. I'll respect them. And I know we have achieved something. We are going to the farthest with this. And we'll serve you. We'll be there for you. Like, I'm the most grateful human being. Like, I'm the most grateful human being alive. And not only will I be the only international student rep, but they will, as the president, they will come. Thank you so much. I have the university at heart, and God will make me serve. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. All right. We want to proceed now. Madam President, thank you very much indeed for that wonderful speech that the incoming Unsa president has given. And many thanks. Thank you very much indeed, Madam President. We take note of that. We now have to wrap this up, Bona Vice Chancellor, in the interest of time. And allow me then to invite the Vice Chair of the Commission to, already she's here, to give a vote of thanks very quickly. And then after that, we will request kindly for the Kaigwa to come and close. And then Bona Vice Chancellor will graciously request if you could just spare us a minute or so after the final prayer for just 2-3 group photos, kindly. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Ndeti. Allow me to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the IEC Commission. At this juncture, I want to recognize the presence of our Vice Chancellor, who is our chief guest today, the DVCAA, the representative of AVC, the COO, the Senates, and heads of central units. I also wish to observe all protocols. Now allow me to thank Almighty God for His blessings today. This day was long awaited. It has been a long journey. And we thank God that we have seen its tail end. I would like to appreciate our Vice Chancellor, Professor Stephen Kiama, for the support, for the encouragement, and even in his speech, he has enlightened us on the importance of students' leadership and governance at the University of Nairobi. As we look at the values, the vision and mission of the University of Nairobi, he has encouraged us to give each and every student an equal opportunity in leadership, whether you are a Kenyan, whether you are an international student, or people with disability. Thank you so much, our Vice Chancellor. Allow me also to thank the DVC Academic Affairs, Professor Justus Ogengo, who has been a support and a pillar to the IEC Commission from the onset to this very day. Allow me also to thank the Senate for appointing the commissioners. And on that note, may I thank the IEC chair for leading this team of commissioners and the secretariat until this day that we have delivered. Allow me to say one thing about the chair of the commission. He is firm as well as fair. And coming from the school, from the Faculty of Law, I can assure you that in his meetings, he has chaired those meetings very well, as if he was the judge. So thank you so much for your leadership. May God bless you so much. We have learned a lot from you, and you have made sure that the commission has delivered on its mandate. So thank you so much. Allow me to also thank the IEC commissioners and the secretariat. All of us went out of our way to ensure that we did what was expected of us, whatever time of the day or even in the evening. As you have heard from the IEC chair, that our meetings sometimes ended at 1 or past midnight. And to me, that was a lot of dedication from the commissioners and also from the secretariats. We also made fun that you never get other dedicated workers that can go out of their way to see that fairness, justice, and even transparency is done. I would like to thank them for their cooperation and collegiality. Allow me to thank ELOC, those are our observers. This is the first time we had outside observers. Apart from participating in training the students, they were also there on the ground to see to it that these elections were conducted in a fair manner. I would like to thank the security. I would like to thank the UNC TV. We were able to see the students' debates. Even today, we were able to see the proceedings of the elections of the councils and even this event being shown live. So we thank the UNC TV as well as the ICT and Corporate Affairs. My appreciation will not be complete without thanking the Council and the Congress-elect. You have made our day, and we thank you for the way in which you've conducted yourself with decorum and integrity. We thank the outgoing Congress and Council for the leadership that you showed within the 1 year that you've been in office. I'm sure you've taken the Unsa a step from where you found it, and the incoming team led by Malith will take it further and further to where we want it to be. I would like to thank all students from all the faculties, from all the campuses, for conducting themselves in decorum. We have not had any incidences that would warrant the university name to be tarnished. So I want to thank you so much for showing that you are actually the cream of this nation, and you are ready to take this university to greater heights, as we have heard from the speech of the incoming chair, that this university is a world-class university, and therefore we are leading, not only in Africa, but also we are leading among some of the countries in the world. So I would like to thank the students for their calmness. And as I wind up, I would like to thank the invited guests for gracing this occasion and making it a success. And with those few remarks, allow me to say thank you so much. And if I've not mentioned you and you are here, kindly feel appreciated. And as you leave here, go in peace. Thank you.
We asked the Lord before we started to guide us, and He has really done. Let us now be upstanding and ask Him to bless us as we go out and as we wish the team blessings to the Lord. Our Vice Chancellor always ends his speeches with, "May God bless us richly." And I think we have been richly blessed. Thank you very much indeed. We pronounce blessings to all of you, and particularly to the team that leads our student council. May God bless you, and may God guide your steps on His path. May honesty and the oath you have taken today be the rod that Moses held and made way for the people of God to reach Canaan. May the students of the University of Nairobi feel God's presence all the time. May He illumine our lives and so inspire us, guide us, provide wisdom to all of us, and hold us together as one good family. And together now, may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now and forevermore. Amen. Good evening and have a good Sunday tomorrow.
Please. Thank you. Please be seated. Kindly be seated. Kindly take your seats.